Hey, you got Justin here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I was able to make $1,125 in 25 minutes trading Tesla. Okay, now give you a little big background about myself. My name is Justin. I am an intermediate options trader. Why do I consider myself an intermediate options trader? It's very simple because I consistently make money, and my drawdowns are a lot less than my draw ups, and I'm more consistent and more profitable over time. There's still another level for being expert. From my opinion, expert means you're making a consistent, $1,200 to $1,500 a day. This $1,225 that I made is not really average. I would say I'm averaging between $500 to $600 per day. So I'm getting better, is what I'm saying. So this is the strategy that I've learned to help me take my game from inconsistent to consistent drawdowns to consistently profitably making money and having my income scale go up, my profit curve go up more consistently because I'm following a certain plan. One thing, there's a lot of key distinctions that's happened that's caused me to become a better trader. But I can tell you the one thing is when I got rid of all my signals that I was taking from other gurus and all these chat rooms of people, calling plays, and I really just found a methodology that worked best for me. And you have to do the same for yourself. But I can tell you the methodology that I'm using that's completely elevated my game. And it's really simple. I'm only using support and resistance at key levels of price movement at those levels. And then I'm also trading only two stock options. Okay, I trade in Tesla and I also trade in Nvidia. And for a level of confluence to understand this market sentiment, I'm using SPY, the ETF, to determine which way the direction is going. And when I have a combination of at least two or three confluences at my major levels of support or resistance, that is when I will either enter a trade, and then I also set my stop losses to keep them really super tight so that I don't lose money or I don't lose a lot of money. Okay? So here we go. On the left side, I have Tesla. On the right side, I have SPY. Okay, so I usually trade within the 9:30 to 10:30 window. Why? Because that's when the most volatility is happening, and that's when you can make a lot of money on your moves. Okay, so the first thing I saw today is April 11th, 2022. As I shoot this video, as I made this trade, as you can see right here in the pre-market. This was a key level that I had going forward from the week before, and it was at 1021. At 1021, you immediately see a major gap down with a level of support right here. So at this level, from my experience of seeing gap downs, typically the stock will rise to some level, either back to the actual start of where it gapped in the first place or close to it. So you really have to watch out for that. So as the market opened, the psychology was this. Let me just show you some of these crazy lines that I have here. As I told you, I'm using support and resistance levels. I did use this 1,000 this is actually a rejection level. What is a rejection? It simply means that a stock will, the price will they'll see a lot of selling action at this level. And the only reason I use it is one, because I looked back in the past and saw that there were key movement levels there. And two, psychologically, whole numbers are key levels to see when price is either going to break and to fail or to ascend and go to the next level of resistance, right? Or another key level, moving up. So when the market opened, really simple, I saw that there was a potential for some bouncing off of this level. Now, I've seen people trade both sides. Psychologically, as a trader, I'm not there yet where I can get in and then sell off like that. If I have a plan, I usually like to stick to that plan. And my plan were puts at a certain at this key level, at some level. So that's what I was doing. So even though I saw this essentially going up the first 15 minutes, I did not get into this trade. Now, what did happen was I did see that at this level there was some level of rejection. For whatever reason, I did not get in because I was going to enter the trade, but then I saw it wake up And if anyone knows trades Tesla, if it wicks up, too high, you can blow out of a trade really quickly. So I decided to wait for another move at this key level. And if I missed it, then I missed it. You have to have that psychology, like you can't chase. So when I didn't enter this trade, I also didn't chase because, as you can see right here, this essentially ascended up and blew past this $1,000 level. But you could see there was some major fighting between the buyers and sellers before it actually did that. So I continued to wait, and one key thing that I've always used as the beginning of my signal to when I want to enter a trade is movement of threes. If I'm looking for a rejection, I like to see the wick move down 1, 2, 3 times, okay, before considering the trade. The next step that I want to look for is I want to see this key level of support being broken, and that's exactly what happened. It broke and held at this $1,000 level. So that's confluence number 2, and as you can see, number 3, which is really, I just discovered this. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this, but when you actually see the volume bar increase above the previous volume bar, it's a very strong indication that there's going to be continuation in that direction, whether it's a positive volume bar, as you can see right here, 1, 2, or a negative volume bar, which means the price is going down. So this is where I was beginning to enter the trade. Now, again, as I told you, I use SPY as my third eye. So I'm constantly looking at the right and left side to make sure that there's key levels that are also broken as well. And as you can see, let me just show you right here. This was my level for SPY that I wanted to see break and hold simultaneously. So at that 443 level, you can see, when you read wicks or when you read candles, you can really start to see a story being told. And as you can see from here, it came all the way down and then stopped here, and then came all the way down, and then immediately a lot of buying pressure popped up here and then held. So this 443 level is really key. So moving forward throughout the day, as we get to 1025, you can see that SPY broke and held underneath that 443 level. So that's my third level of confluence of fourth level actually. Fourth level of confluence that shit's about to go in the downward direction. 1025 right here, 1025 right here. So I waited for this to bounce back up a little bit, and then I entered my trade at this point. And then my level of my exit was actually going to be this wick, and I might have held on. Might have held on a little bit longer, but it would not go past this thousand level because I've already determined that this was my key level of resistance. Okay, so I entered the trade, and as you can see, it went down, then it came back up, but I still held, and then all of a sudden the move came down. Boom, 1, and I held again, 2, 3. And then I exited the trade, right? Because I found that if you try to get greedy, if you try to take the move all the way down, you can actually end up losing. So that was how I was able to make $1,125 in 20 minutes, okay, trading Tesla, leveraging support and resistance, okay? And if you can do that, if you can use multiple levels of confluence while you're making your trade instead of just one, that's how you're going to develop a plan. Is this the best plan in the world? No. Does this plan work for me? Well, consistently, I've been making money ever since I've been doing this and just ignoring everything else. I don't need the news. I don't need to watch Fox or whatever to determine what's happening with the market. I simply let my lines get hit, and at this key levels in which I've determined previously, that's when I'll exit a trade or enter a trade and exit a trade based off of multiple levels of confluence. All right, well, that's it for this video. I really hope you got value from it. I really hope how you see that, I'm sure if you look at a million other strategies on YouTube, you can find other ways of doing things. For me, I'm looking for simplicity, and this is what works for me simply by just paying attention to some keys and then, executing that way. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss another video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.